Today, the House Taxation Committee passed a bill that sets the framework for how marijuana would be taxed in the event that it were legalized.
State House reporter Austin Goss was at that hearing this morning and gives us a look at the bill. It's our 6 o'clock top story. Austin, good evening.
Good evening, Scott and Andrea. One way or another, it appears that recreational marijuana is going to be back on the ballot this November. Some state lawmakers here in Pierre want to be proactive in case it is back on the ballot and passes this November. HB 1045 is a bill that would, quote, increase a tax on the gross receipts of all sales of marijuana that sets the framework for how adult use marijuana would be taxed should it become legal.
Looking at this bill today, it doesn't legalize marijuana, but I think it works kind of in tandem with what the voters may pass this fall or what is potentially going to be on our ballot, which does legalize marijuana, but it doesn't set up a taxing authority or regulations. So this bill was pretty extensive, but it does set up really the regulations and the taxing of marijuana.
The framework makes it so that marijuana would be taxed at 15%, which was what Amendment A proposed as well. Counties and the state would effectively split that money, and counties would be able to put it back into infrastructure projects.
The counties are really strapped for cash right now. Almost all the revenue for counties fall on property tax burdens, and I think most of us can agree property taxes overall are way too high. So if this is also an additional revenue stream.
Opponents of the bill say it's too preemptive.
Yeah, I thought we were getting the cart before the horse, because this is something that is anticipated to be a ballot issue, a ballot measure. Well, as I asked in committee, what if this fails?
For marijuana proponents, they're happy to see the conversation on legalized adult use marijuana change from if to when.
I'm excited to see the South Dakota legislature take one step forward towards creating a system of taxation and regulation for cannabis. Someone like myself is very excited because I've been advocating to end prohibition for more than a decade in South Dakota, and I've seen these systems and these laws work in other states, and it's the right thing to do for South Dakota.
As of right now, there is a petition circulating to put adult use marijuana back on the ballot this November. Now, state lawmakers could also pass a resolution that would have the same effect, putting it back on the ballot this November. Live in Pierre, Austin Goss, Dakota News Now.
All right, Austin, thank you. And a reminder, Amendment A, which legalized recreational marijuana in South Dakota, passed with 54% of the vote back in 2020, but a court struck that law down, saying it was unconstitutional and violated the state's single subject rule.